Blu-ray Collection Part 7. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to part 7 of a look at my Blu-ray collection. So we're just going through my normal Blu-ray collection, not my box sets. Mixture of film, TV, comedy, music, possibly some documentaries, I can't remember. These next lot of videos should be more in alphabetical order than the first 6. Basically because we're now on the shelves are double-faced. So originally they were in alphabetical order, but as time's gone by, they've not been in alphabetical order, they've just been shoved in front. So these were largely in, there's a few where I've moved things to watch or what have you. It's gone slightly out of order, but you'll see batches that clearly were in alphabetical order. Anyway, let's get cracking. First up we have a US, yes, or region 1. It's shown that it's Blu-ray region A, but it isn't, it's all region. This is a dual pack of Colour of Night and Playing God. I really like the film Colour of Night. It's an erotic thriller starring Bruce Willis and Jane March, and Scott Bakula, Leslie Ann Warren. It's a film I've always really enjoyed, so I wanted on Blu-ray. At the time, I don't know if it's still the case, but this was the only way to get it. The film Playing God, I don't remember much about, apart from the fact it's got David Duchovny and Angelina Jolie in it. Duchovny is a doctor, an ex-surgeon lured into a dark underworld by Timothy Hutton's hip but lethal mob boss. Angelina Jolie is the mob boss's girlfriend. As I say, don't remember much about it. Chasing Amy, probably know by now if you've watched my videos. I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith. The main reason I upgraded this to Blu-ray is it contains new, yes it does, yeah, new extras, a new audio commentary, new documentary, new Q&A, new interview with Kevin and Joey Lauren Adams. But yeah, great film, great Blu-ray. It's Colombiana, really enjoyed this. Zoe Saldana in a nice action role. She's brought up by her gangster uncle after her parents are killed in front of her, and then she becomes a hit woman, and she sees vengeance in her midst as she tracks down her parents' killers. But yeah, great performance by Zoe Saldana. This is Clone, which is also known as Womb, I believe. Ava Green. I'm just reminding myself of a plot from the blurb. Yeah. So Ava Green and Matt Smith are childhood sweethearts. They marry, but then he's killed. She can't cope with the loss, so she clones him. So he grows up as her son, but turns into Matt Smith. He forms a relationship with Natalia Tenner, who many of you know I'm a big fan of. And it all gets very complicated, as you can imagine, but 3 great performances by the 3 leads. Okay, picked up from Arrow a few films by Tinto Brass, who is an Italian, I think, director. Probably most famous for being the main director of Caligula. His films are notorious for he loves women's bottoms, basically, and is happy to show them off. It's very sexual films, explicit but with fake penises, a lot of his stuff, but a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the ones I've got. This is the one I enjoyed most. This is Cheeky. So Yulia Mayachuk, who is a stunning woman, moves to London, gets involved with various... It's not much of a plot, really, but it's not... yeah, it's not even worth going through the plot, really, but I really liked that. That's my favourite of the ones I got. Some more comedy. Star O'Brien, Crack Dealer live in 2012. I haven't seen him live in person, but I have all his live releases. I think he's a brilliant stand-up. I mean, I enjoy his presenting work as well, but his stand-up work is magnificent. Basically, half his set is, more or less, a scripted bit of stand-up, but in between it, he works for front row of his audience, basically, and just riffs off them. The same sort of way he riffs off the people on Mock the Week, he does it with the audience members, and he's just brilliant. Yeah, highly recommended stuff. So that's Crack Dealer, and that's This Is the Show. And both of those, I think, also include... Yes, he always does a run in Dublin, at Vicar Street in Dublin. And so both of those include recording of one of those shows, mainly the audience bits. And they also include in-vision commentaries and drinking games. This one with Andy Parsons and Ed Byrne, and this one with Lee Mack and Dara on both of them. This one's with Ed Byrne on one of the DVDs, because a lot of his stuff I've only got on DVD because they weren't on Blue, the earlier ones, and similarly on Ed Byrne's DVD, right here and Dara do one as well. This is a great film. This is A Dangerous Method. This is directed by David Cronenberg. It's basically a story of Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, and Keira Knightley plays Sabina Spielmann, who, as they put it on here, is a troubled young woman who comes between them. Brilliant performances all round. Really, really good film. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I enjoyed this, but I've never felt the urge to watch it again. It's very clever. As I say, it just didn't make me... I was happy watching it for once and never really felt the need to go any further. This is Crossing Over. This is one of those big multi-star films with lots of intertwining plot lines. Harrison Ford, Ashley Judd, Ray Liotta, Jim Sturgis, Alice Eve, Alice Braga. Very good film. This is a double bill. This is Cowboys and Aliens and Super 8. So Cowboys and Aliens was Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, Olivia Wilde. The title sort of sums up the plot. It's fun. It's not great, but it's fun. Super 8 is J.J. Abrams making a No. Yes, he did direct it, yeah. J.J. Abrams making a Steven Spielberg film, which Steven Spielberg produced, but it's sort of J.J.'s homage to Spielberg. Group of 6 teenage kids, I think they're teenage, see a train wreck whilst they're making a Super 8 movie, hence the title. But on the train was something alien, basically. Yeah, really good film. This is Cop Out. So this is Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan and Sean William Scott. And this is Kevin Smith's only real studio movie. So he was a director for hire on this, following all his own work. Suddenly people wanted him to make films for them, but weren't his own stories. And he'd worked with Bruce Willis on... What had he worked with Bruce Willis on? On Die Hard 4. Or 4.0. And they'd hit it off, both being from Jersey. So I think Bruce sort of suggested Kevin for this, but their relationship fell apart in the making of this. They have recently been reunited. Out of the blue, Bruce messaged Kevin with some photos he had of Kevin's daughter Harley from, meeting them. I think it was around this time. Anyway, yeah, that's by the by. The film is sort of a buddy cop movie type film. Lethal Weapon rip-off, if you like. It's okay, I quite enjoyed it. It's got one of those, what they're calling on here, maximum comedy mode, where sort of the enhanced commentary, where, in this case, Kevin Smith is presenting the movie as it goes along, and he's, at various points he'll stop the movie and show a behind the scenes bit and stuff like that for it. That's very good. Sean William Scott's in maximum movie mode as well. What we're doing, 11 minutes. Show you a couple more. It's Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino's whatever number film it was, 7th, 8th, 7th, I think, film. Just excellent. So far, in my opinion, Quentin hasn't put a foot wrong. I mean, I'm not a Western fan, but I really enjoyed that. This is a good film. This is A Disappearance of Alice Creed, starring Gemma Arterton. So she's kidnapped, daughter of a millionaire, and then I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to tell you anymore, but I do recommend that film. Music one, this is Alchemy Live by Dire Straits. Had the album, or have got the album on cassette, CD and vinyl. I have the VHS release of this. Did I have a DVD? I don't think I have a DVD. I'm not even entirely sure it had a DVD. But yeah, I love Dire Straits and really enjoy this. So this is the Alchemy Live film, recorded 23rd of July 1983, Hammersmith Odeon, London. And this has also got MP3 of the album on it as well, which is a nice added touch. I had a feeling there was more in this, but I must be misremembering. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's an Arena Dire Straits documentary from 1980 on here, and a couple of Old Grey Whistle Test performances. I thought there was, just not listed on the back. Okay, that'll do for this part. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on another one. Thanks. Bye.